Hello again, Richard and Wendy. We're going to talk about assumptions and how people make assumptions about your time
Mhm.
and their expectations that you are just available, and especially since you're retired, that they can come over and stay all day because you're retired. They assume that you have nothing else to do, and we're not clear on our boundaries around that. So we're going to do some work on clearing that because of what that is. What does that cost you when people come and stay all day? Time, money, exasperation. Wendy, can you
Mhm.
add on?
And it's not that you don't necessarily want to see them, and it's not that you don't want them coming over. It's that in that assumption, um, and as you said, Richard, that's a boundary thing. So, if you plan to do something and it's supposed to last for 2 or 3 hours, then y- particularly for me, I've got it in my head that that's what this is going to be.
Yeah.
When it goes from, okay, it's supposed to be 2 or 3 hours and now it's seven, it's like, um, okay. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but
Yeah.
I had other things planned. So, and this goes to, you know, I hear so many people say, I've talked to so many people lately that have gone, I don't know what to do with my time.
Mm.
I don't, I can't, I'm retired. I have nothing to do. I had a conversation with a lady a couple of days back. She says, I'm not going to retire because I'll be bored. And my response to that was, how? Like Dave said to me earlier this week, I don't know where I fit a 9 to 5 job in, like a full-time job. I have absolutely no idea how I fit that in now that we're retired because there's just always something going on. And I mean, that's the way we like it. However,
Just
some of this assumption and clearing all of this so that you don't feel kind of stuck or trapped, I think is
mhm.
part of it. Yes, you can go with the flow, but let's clean the flow up a little bit. How's that for an idea?
Clean the flow. Just for FYI, I have been retired for 10 years and I have not been bored for 1 second.
Hmm.
There's not enough hours in a day for my interests. So, but so people don't assume you have nothing to do. Let's go with that.
Hmm. Okay.
And they're respectful of your time. So there isn't that taken for granted or assuming that you're available as long as they wish.
Yes.
Let's bring in the team.
Hmm.
Open all timesheets on this assumption that your availability and time is free for other people to use however they see fit. Open, clear, delete now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, even that was a big one right there.
Yeah. Run out of can. Everywhere people can just feel they drop in and feel that you're free to be available to them as long as they see and feel like they don't have to leave because you're actually giving them your energy because they have nothing to do thinking that, well, we'll just go spend time with Dave and Wendy.
Hmm.
And that assuming is it crosses all boundaries. It leaves a ton of regret, a ton of disappointment, and almost a touch of bitterness
Mm.
that we think of like, how dare you? Open all timesheets on all the energies that come in, get taken, and some counts get turned. And even in our best interest, we get bitter with people. Open all those time sweeps. Open, clear, delete, destroy, eradicate, obliterate now.
Richard, I'm trying to figure out how we create this so that part of what I do love about that is that our home is welcoming and people love
Mhm.
to be here.
Yeah.
And we have this beautiful energy that we have created. Um, so yes, the fact that people love to drop in and they love to be with us and all that kind of thing is fantastic because it's not something that I had for a while there.
Mhm.
However, there's a however in that. So how do we create this, as I said, with just a little bit more structure? Um, yeah.
Considered when you go to somebody's house, and if I go to somebody's house, I go with a time limit in my head.
Mm,
I'm probably only going to stay a couple of hours, or my wife and I. So I'm going with a limit that I'm not there to assume to be there for the day. Unless something
mm,
comes up where there's a request made or there's an agreement made that we shall stay longer, there's other people coming, we'll get some food. So let's match our time sequences that when we go to someone's house, we have a time limit. When people come to our house,
mm,
there is a time limit. There is a 3 hour
mm,
time limit. From there,
mm,
there's negotiation.
mm. And it's something that's open and it's something that's
Mhm.
spoken.
Yeah.
And it's done just because that's what's done. It's not done
Yes.
because there's any energy behind it. It's
Right.
just, okay, let's
Yeah.
talk about this.
Yeah.
So it's bringing into focus and clarity
Mhm.
the conversation,
Right.
which is a lot of what we've talked about is that open, clear communication.
Mhm.
Wasn't that interesting? Open, clear, because we use that phrase all the time. Hmm. Open, clear,
Yeah.
communicate.
So, in a sense of the story, you said somebody came over for a bike ride, but there was assuming they wouldn't stay long, but perhaps when there's somebody says we're coming over to have a bike ride with you guys, and you could say, just for example, yes, and like we've got, are you looking at just a few hours?
Hmm.
Because we're going to do some things later on, or whatever it is, right? But at least it's
Hmm.
stated up front, open, clear
Hmm.
communication that they're not going to assume they can hang out for the day, and then and again, you look at each other, and the whole day's gone,
Hmm.
and it went, and now like there's a sense, and it's not even they're leaving lifted, they're gone, and you feel deflated
Hmm.
because it feels like something's been taken from you, and yes,
Hmm.
it's your time.
Hmm.
Ah, there we are. They're not seeing the equality of valuing your time.
Mm. Okay. Yeah.
So every overall time sees where people don't understand the value of your time.
Mm.
And it's not necessarily dollars and cents, but it's in a sense of awareness that I want to respect your value with the amount of time provided. And when people come there, they respect and value my time, but there's also a limit to it.
Hmm.
And everywhere that's been ignored or not even brought to their awareness, open all timesheets on that, on all these levels, open, clear, delete, and destroy now.
So the other side of this, of course, as we were talking the other day, is everything is a mirror.
Hmm,
So open all time sweeps on how I value and I treasure my
my
time
time.
so that I value and appreciate and put that kind of, I'm going to use the word power here,
Mhm.
on my time and that self awareness and my value. And anything that's standing in that way, open, clear, delete, and destroy now.
Hmm.
It's always a mirror. So, what in this is the mirror?
So
Interesting.
open all timesheets, or maybe the way we were raised, we weren't allowed to value our time. Our time was at the mercy of our parents, someone else. And we've never truly been able to establish that our time is valuable now as an adult. And we
Hmm.
haven't taken charge of that value. Open all
And that we
times. Go ahead.
and that we feel that by asking people to leave,
Mm.
that we are going to either offend them or um, they're not going to like us anymore,
Yeah.
or um, we're going to drive them away. And
Yeah.
we don't want to do that because we do want them in our lives.
Yeah.
It's not got anything to do with that at all.
Yeah.
It's got to do with the boundaries and the permissions and the value that we create in our own worlds. So open everything that does not support that statement. Open, clear, delete, destroy. Now, are you trying not to yawn, Richard?
I was contemplating the word permission.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where okay, open all timestamps where they assume they have permission
Mm,
to stay as long as they want
mhm,
and without asking us. Open all of those timestamps. They assume permission and have not asked us for permission to stay.
mhm,
And that's an assumption, again, almost an entitlement. Open all timestamps where there's an entitled perspective that they can, without permission, stay as long as they want. Open all
mhm.
timestamps on that. Open, clear, delete, destroy, eradicate, obliterate. Now,
There's the yawn.
yeah, without the teeth.
But also open all the time sweeps of where they have get asked for permission.
Mhm.
But the permission that you have granted is not, again, there's a lack of communication.
Yeah.
So you have granted permission because you've thought they've been staying an extra hour and they're staying an extra 4. So again, that communication isn't there.
Yeah.
So open all time sweeps that take into consideration that, and anything that there is an awareness or any blocks to that awareness within
Mhm.
our bodies, open, clear, delete,
Mhm.
destroy, to, through, and beyond source now. Wow. Yeah.
Open all timesheets again, where many of us have been trained to just go with the flow, because anything else in that would be rude and
Mm-hmm.
selfish. And everywhere that's been presented to us in so many ways and guilted and shamed by it. Open all timesheets of that aspect that we would have a boundary. Open, clear, delete, destroy, eradicate, obliterate. Now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. That one seems to have worked because the fuzziness in my head went away.
hmm,
Mm-hmm.
let's go with that.
Yeah. So thank you.